Hello everyone. So today we are going to start with part 14 of our chapter number 2, reproduction in lower and higher animals. So starting with our topic of today, that is lactation. Lactation, it is all about the mammary gland. The mammary glands of the female start producing the milk at the end of the pregnancy by the process of lactation. So basically, it is the production of milk at the end of the pregnancy by the female. This process is called as what? Lactation. Prolactin is the hormone which is responsible for the production of milk. Prolactin. It is the hormone which is responsible for the production of milk in the female after pregnancy. Lactation helps the mother in feeding the newborn baby. The fluid secreted by the mammary glands soon after childbirth is called colostrum. It is called colostrum. I am repeating it once more. The first fluid which is secreted by the mammary gland just after the childbirth, that fluid is called colostrum. Colostrum is basically, it is the sticky and yellow fluid secreted by the mammary gland just after the childbirth. It contains proteins, lactose, and mother's antibodies. Okay. The fat content in colostrum is low. The antibodies which are present in it helps in developing the resistance for the newborn baby at a time when its own immune response is not fully developed. So basically, colostrum is very important for the newborn baby, which should be given by the mother. It is the first fluid which is secreted just after the delivery of the baby. Okay, as it is very healthy enough, it's like a medicine. It's like a natural medicine for the young baby. If in future baby is not having enough of immune response, then this colostrum, it will protect the baby almost in every way, because that colostrum, it is very healthy, as it contains different types of proteins, lactose, and mother's antibodies, which helps to fight with the different types of diseases in coming future. Okay, so this is all about the lactation. Reproductive health. According to WHO, that is World Health Organization, reproductive health means total well-being in all aspects of reproduction. Its emotional, behavioral, and social aspect along with the physical ones. This is called as what? Reproductive health. It's total well-being in all aspects of the reproduction. Therefore, a society with people having physically and functionally normal reproductive organs and normal emotional and behavioral interactions amongst them in all sex-related aspects might be called reproductively healthy society. Okay? Of all the social goals of India, an important one is to attain the total reproductive health. It is one of the social goals of India. What? To attain a total reproductive health. A person should be quite healthy enough in all his or her sex related aspects. This is called as what? Reproductive health. India was among the first few countries in the world to initiate action plans and programs at a national level to improve the reproductive health. All these improved programs cover wider areas related to reproduction. These programs are currently in operation under the Reproductive and Child Health Care, that is called RCH programs. I am repeating it once more. The programs which are currently in operation under the Reproductive and Child Health Care, under the Reproductive and Child Health Care programs, and in short it is called as what? RCH programs. Now, goals of RCH programs, or goals of reproductive and child health care programs. So what are its goals? Basically, to create the awareness among the people about the various aspects related to reproduction. To create the awareness among the people about various aspects related to reproduction. Next, to provide the facilities to people to understand and build up the reproductive health. Third, to provide support for building up a reproductively healthy society. To provide a proper support for building up a reproductively healthy society. The last goal is to bring about a change mainly in three critical health indicators, that is, reducing total infertility rate, infant mortality rate, and maternal mortality rate. Okay? What? To bring about a change mainly in three critical health indicators. What are the three critical health indicators? That is, reducing the total infertility rate. There should be a reduction in infertility rate. Otherwise, our population will be going into declining. Infant mortality. Infant mortality means when the babies are dying in more in numbers. They are called as what? Infant mortality. So there should be the reduction in total infertility rate also, and in infant mortality rate also, and maternal mortality rate also. Means when the baby is under the womb of the mother, at that time also, and numbers of the death occurs. So to avoid all these types of the deaths, like infant mortality, maternal mortality, and total infertility rate, these are the three critical health indicators, and that we have to get changed up. So these are the all four goals of RCH programs. Now coming to the goals of RCH that can be achieved by the following ways. The goals of RCH which can be achieved by all the following ways. The first ways is by introduction of sex education in schools. Schools should be encouraged to provide correct information to the young ones, so as to discourage the children from believing in myths and clear the misconception about the sex related aspects. Proper information about safe and hygienic sexual practices. Sexually transmitted diseases. Sexually transmitted diseases is also termed as STD or STDs. AIDS. So these are the sexually transmitted diseases. Problems related to adolescence, and proper information about the reproductive organs. All these are the proper points which should be get properly corrected into the minds of the young ones. Okay, so what are the points? All the myths should be get clear. There should not be any kind of misconception about the sex related topics. Proper information should be given about the safe and hygienic sexual practices, sexually transmitted diseases, all the different types of sexually transmitted diseases like gonorrhea and all, and AIDS is also one of them. Then problems related to adolescence age group, like that is called as what the teenage group, and proper information about the reproductive organs of the male also and female also. Coming to the next point of the RCH, with the help of the audio, visual, and the print media, government and non-government organizations should take various steps to create awareness about the various aspects related to reproduction. Then coming to third point, by educating the younger generation about birth control measures, prenatal care of pregnant women, and postnatal care of mother and child, importance of breastfeeding. So these are the proper measures that should be given, and it should be get properly followed by the RCH. Coming to the next point, by developing the awareness about the problems arising due to uncontrolled population growth, social evils like sex abuse and sex related crimes, and take up necessary steps to prevent them. Fifth point, by creating the awareness about statutory ban on amniocentesis for sex determination. Now, what do you mean by this? By creating the awareness about statutory ban on amniocentesis. Amniocentesis basically it is the test which is done for determining the sex of the child, and there should be a proper ban on this type of the sex determination test, which is called as what? Amniocentesis. So a proper ban should be there on this test. Then by creating awareness about the child immunization programs. Child immunization programs means how many different kinds of the doses are given after the childbirth, till what age it should be given, and what are the how many numbers of a number of months there should be, the gap will be there between the two dosage. Okay, so all this should be get properly aware to the people about the child immunization under the child immunization programs. Then, coming to the last point, by educating the couples to reduce the mortality rate of newborns and maternal mortality rate. Then, as you all know, the population in India, which was approximately about 350 millions at the time of independence, reached close to a billion mark by 2000 and crossed 1.2 billion in May 2011. Now in 2020, population of India has crossed about 1.35 billions. How much? 1.35 billions. This is about just record of the 2020 population. The government is taking serious measures to check this population growth. The most important step to overcome this problem is to motivate the society to have smaller families by using various birth control methods. So here comes the next topic, that is birth control. So we'll see that. Thank you all. So now in the next lecture I'm going to discuss all the remaining part of our chapter. Thank you so much.